back to the channel. I've got a cool little restoration job that I'm going to be starting. Got a knife here. This used to belong to my dad. It's got his initials carved into the handle. I found it out in his workshop. Now, it's not in great shape. It's pretty rusty. The blade could really do with some love, but it feels good. It's kind of like a sort of mini Bowie stack leather handle. I don't know who it's made by. There is some markings on there, but it's under the rust. I can't really see it at the moment. But anyway, I think I'll try and clean it up a bit, put an edge on it. Who knows? One thing it is good for, that's throwing. So just a little bit of an update. I've done some work on the knife. I've since found out a few things about it that make me a little bit regretful of the fact that I was throwing it around. So this knife, once I took the rust off it, I saw it was Wade and Butcher. Is the company, and I did some research and I saw that these knives, they date back to the 40s, I think. So, you know, a little while ago. So it's at least 80 years old, I think. So it's a proper, you know, old bit of kit. I mean, this belonged to my dad. It's got his initials there that he put into the leather, which is really cool. And I've put mine in there as well, just as a, I don't know, it's just quite nice, isn't it? I think I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to throw it anymore, but I am going to use it. I've put an edge on it and I've cleaned the blade up as much as I want to. I want to keep a bit of that patina. I took a file and there was some sort of basic jimping on the top there that had been done. I'm not sure if that was out of the factory. I suspect not, because it's not sort of uniform, but it was quite cool, and it is quite nice just to have a bit of something to rest your thumb on. So I've re-grooved that. The blade is so thick, it's really hard to sharpen, but I've put an edge on it. Which is, you know, reasonable. The problem is, because of the age of the blade and some of the things it's been through in the past, it's really hard to get a consistent edge. There are points where, you know, you can't really sort of sharpen it effectively, if that makes sense. So it's a very inconsistent edge. So it does catch at certain points, but I've to the best of my ability, using a stone, I've put an edge on it that I think will be enough for just basic use. I'm only going to use it around the house, and I might take it out with me when I go out, you know, camping or whatever, and use it, because it feels great. It's got a really nice heft to it, and I just love the look of it. I think it's fantastic. There is a little bit of leather that's come out there, and I'm not really sure how I'm going to fix that. I think probably what I'm going to do is find a matching colour piece of leather. I have seen some on Etsy that I think will probably be near enough. Cut it up and then just glue it in, just to seal that up, and then, you know, sand it down so it's flat. It's not so much for the look of it, it's more practical, because I don't want that to come off, that piece of leather. It is sort of loose a little bit, and I don't want to lose it. So I think if I glue in another section of leather there and try and match it up as best I can, that will at least solve that problem. Because structurally, you know, it's in great shape, and I just want to use it. I just think it's a really nice sort of, you know, nice sort of family heirloom now, you know. But it's cool. I'm really starting to enjoy having knives with a bit of history, some vintage knives. So I think I might look into collecting a few more with a bit of history. I like things that have you know, been used and abused, and I like it when people have got their initials on things, and, you know, when people etch things into blades and stamp them, and I love all that kind of stuff. I think it's really amazing, you know, just to think what these items have been through, you know. I mean, this dates back to the 40s. It may have even been used in the war, or who knows? Who knows the history? It's, you know, it's the one of the reasons I didn't want to go too overboard with the polishing is, you know, there's loads, I don't know if you can see it there. There's loads of like little dents and nicks, and, you know, it's all pitted, and there's all dirt in there and whatnot from over the years. It's brilliant. I love seeing things like that. So yeah, anyway, I'm pretty pleased with that. I've brought it back to a working condition, a little bit more TLC, I think, with the leather, and, you know, it will do another, however long it does, maybe another 80 years or more. So yeah, happy with that. I won't be throwing it anymore, that's for sure. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll probably do another update video when I've got it all completely sorted. But yeah, until then, I'll see you in the next one.